Okay, yeah, so the word again, democracy definition here. This is where people have power in their government, either directly or indirectly. So it can be through elected representatives, okay, or it can be through, like directly, would be them going and voting. So here in the U.S., we have a representative democracy. It's basically like you vote for a politician. Like we can go and vote for someone in the Utah House of Representatives or the Utah State Senate, and then those people vote directly on laws. Direct democracy would be like all of us go and we vote directly on laws, like all adults at least. And that can be problematic because a lot of people work, they're busy, they don't have the time to learn about all the issues. They might not understand how the process works very well. So direct democracy, yeah, can be a problem. Can be a problem with it. Not, this might sound kind of rude, but not everyone is the same level of like intelligence, right? If you have someone that can not read very well, if they don't understand how politics works, they don't understand very much history, like if they're voting for laws, that can be kind of dangerous. So the hope is that the politicians who people vote for, that they are knowledgeable, that they are more experts in that field. That sometimes is the case, but sometimes it isn't. But yeah, you don't want someone who like was sucking on a lot of paint chips when they were younger and has like brain damage. Those aren't the people that you necessarily want voting on laws. Okay, so sentence that you can use: in democracy, people get to vote. In a democracy, people get to vote. Okay, and when we say that the U.S. is a representative democracy, it's just meaning like you choose the politicians can choose the laws. Okay, now also the U.S. it's a republic, so basically like there's a group of people that have power. Now here it's a democratic republic, so we get to choose the people that have power, but there's some other countries like China, they have a republic. The ordinary people don't choose who's in the republic with China. It's more like those at the top, they can choose who else they want to be in the republic. So they can be like selected. So again, but it's not democratic because the people aren't voting for it. Okay, so go ahead and make sure that you have the definition, the sentence, the word, the picture. Okay, so another way to put it, democracy is a government where people get to have a say. So people get to have a say. So House of Burgesses, you want to understand this, put it in your notes. This is the first example of a government, or like a representative government in the colonies. So Burgess, that's a representative. Okay, so they start the House of Burgesses in Jamestown. So basically the House of Burgesses, it's like the House of Representatives. So a group of colonists would make laws for Virginia. Would make laws for Virginia. And this is an example of democracy because, people get to have an influence on their government. They get to have power within their government. The power comes from the people choosing those who are elected. So it's an example of democracy because people get to have a say in whom they're choosing. So now we're going to look at another example of democracy. So this is the Mayflower Compact. So again, Mayflower, this is the name of the boat that Pilgrims sailed to America on. Okay, so it's the name of the boat that Pilgrims sailed to America on. And so in the Mayflower Compact, basically they create this document, and it's designed to provide a framework for how the people will live once they land, once they get to the shore. Okay, so it's designed to, be something that they'll follow when they get to shore. Okay, so this is, we're going to look at kind of the wording here. So it's a primary document. Okay, so it says, It says, "We whose names are underwritten, having undertaken a voyage to plant the first colony in the northern parts of Virginia." So basically they're just saying, like, okay, like us, like we're signing this, and our intent is to go and create a colony in Virginia. Now, really, they end up in Massachusetts, but they intended to go to Virginia. Okay? "Do combine ourselves together in a civil body politic to enact just and equal laws for the general good of the colony, unto which we promise all obedience." Okay, so right here. So yeah, they're just saying, like, we're signing this, and we are committing to form together in a political group, and we're going to enact just and equal laws that are going to benefit all of us. We're going to obey these. Okay, so then this brings up the question, is this an example of democracy? And if so, how? Okay, so the way that it's democratic, or an example of democracy, is because they're choosing a committee of citizens, and those citizens will make laws. That's different than previous societies where you had basically a monarchy, like a king or queen. They're making the rules, and everyone just is expected to follow that. They don't really have any influence. Okay, so that's an example of democracy because people have power to try to impact their government. The individuals can go to those on the committee and say, "Hey, I want you to vote this way," and the committee members can consider that. So people are able to impact their government.